Alright, so I've been resurrected from the dead. Thank you, Anubis, god of death. That sounds kind of stupid and dark at the same time. Anyway, I know I've been away for quite a while. I've been doing a lot of things. I keep on uh, touching stuff on my desk. Anyway, so I'm back after 6 months, and it's been an interesting 6 months, to say the least. One of the things that I would like to mention is how much you guys fucking destroyed that fucking video. You guys watched the fuck out of Edgar Haircuts Give Me Nightmares, and it's almost up to like 1,000 views already. Um, I'm actually changing the direction of the channel, pointing towards like real life situations and like story times and all that kind of stuff. Cause they're a lot easier and they're fun to make, and I like to talk about my life a little bit more. Um, One thing that I would like to share about today is uh let me think. It's gonna be a quick one. It's a story of how I crashed my second car. Well, not my second, my third car. No. Second car. Second car. I can't even make my mind. Anyway, so this is a story of how I crashed my second car, of course. And it all starts literally, I guess, like November of 2020. My dad recently just got, my dad recently just contracted COVID, and he was not doing too well. My mom and we had an argument in the morning, so uh, I actually like drove kind of aggressive that day, and I kind of regret it. And on my way to work, it was like 5 a.m. I was about to be late. I was 10 minutes from being late, and I was going down this street, and I was ending up at the middle of this intersection, and on the way there, I saw a car stop in the middle, trying to turn to their left, my right, and as soon as the light hit yellow, they decide to make the turn. All right, so they now it's all fine and dandy, but here's the thing, right? Problem with that is I was gonna hit them, so I had one or two choices. I could hit them, or I could serve around. And I don't know about you, but you can call me Swervo. Uh, so yeah, I swerved around. I try to gain back into my lane, and once I gained back into my lane, that's when I lost control for some reason. It is an old car. It had a couple problems. Like second gear was popped. I was coming out of gear, so it was a manual. Not only that, it had a VSA light, so I had no vehicle stability support. Uh, so I lost control, and I knew, yo, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. But I didn't know it was gonna go as bad as before, as I thought. I mean, so I lost control. I ran right into the curb, and for some reason, the car flipped and it landed on the top of, it landed on the roof. So I was hanging upside down. I yelled out, "Fuck!" So I yelled out, "Fuck!" I unbuckled my seatbelt. I'm trying to get out of of the driver's seat. It was not working, man. I was trapped. Alright, so I had to crawl out through the passenger door, and all I knew, I was like, "Fuck! How am I supposed to? How am I gonna tell this to my mom?" Because, like I said, my mom and I, we had an argument that day. So you know, uh, behind me, like right before I crashed, there was an off-duty cop. So he stopped. He comes to check if I was okay. I still don't know if I still didn't know if I had any broken bones or anything. So I looked. I just got out. I was looking around. I was like, yo, am I hurt? Like I was touching my, like, no homo. I was touching my limbs to see if I had any broken limbs or anything, and I had no broken limbs. Cops come. The off-duty cop comes up. He was like, yo, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. He actually gives me water. I'm very thankful for him. And because he gave me water, my mouth was parched, and that's when he told me to call 911 and tell him that I got into a car crash. So I called. That's what I did. I called 911. I told him I had I was in a vehicle collision, and that the car was flipped over. The car was flipped over. So immediately, the police came to the scene. The police came to the scene. And they asked me a couple questions, and I had a witness, and they saw everything. And that's when a traffic cop came in and assessed the situation, and they got all the evidence that they need. And pretty much, I was unhurt, untouched. Nothing really happened. I mean, there was a sign that got bent, and that was pretty much it. Nothing really happened. I didn't even get a ticket. Usually, I would get a ticket because of how young I am. I was 20 at the time. And yeah, they let me go. I got one of my coworkers to come pick me up, and I left. But my mom never found out. I never even told her. It's been so long, and I'm really not gonna tell her. I mean, if she sees this video and understands English from now, and if she understands English, then yeah, maybe. And I got really nothing to hide now. But yeah, moral of the story is, if you get into a collision, tell your parents, tell your loved ones. Don't try to keep it a secret. But yeah, I told my parents that I sold the car. And I only had to pay $200 for the tow fee. I gave them the car, and they junked it. And I got a new car about a month later. It was a brand new, it was like a second version of that car. But yeah, love you guys. Peace.